Hello, sunshines. It's Mo. So, today we're going to talk about something a little different. This is actually an intro to a series that I'm going to be starting on this channel. It's something that I've been praying about since the beginning of the year. And since I got the go ahead to make this channel, um, I knew it was something that I wanted to share, and I knew that it was something that um, I hoped would be a benefit to others. And a lot of it is having to do with my testimony and stuff like that. So, what am I talking about? Um, Hi, I'm Mo, and I have endometriosis. So, depending on what circles you're in, whether you're in the medical field, healthcare field, or you know someone, a family member or someone that has it, um, you may or may not know what that is. So, I'm going to get into that in the next video, and I'm going to do that next week because I just got out of midterms and I'm tired. I'm exhausted. So, um, but I wanted to come on here to just lay the foundation of what, kind of just what I will be talking about, what I hope to include in this series. This is going to be a catch all type of series, like everything that I have experienced, everything that went into my journey with endometriosis is what I'm going to be talking about. I was praying just today about this of how do I start it, what do I do, and you know um, just what all do I need to talk about and stuff like that. And I feel like it's gonna be any and everything. Some primarily my testimony of what I experienced personally. I'm gonna throw some terms at you and stuff like that, like what is it, symptoms, some generally some risk factors or some medically type of things, because I am in the healthcare field, so I got to throw that out to you. So um, but it's going to be mainly my testimony, some background information about the disorder. I uh, Especially since this channel is about faith, about testimony, about the Lord. Um, all of my journey, all of it, has been um, has been a faith walk, just as much as it's been a physical, um, going back and forth to the doctor, medical, healthcare type of thing. It's been such a faith journey. It's been such a faith walk. It's been such a um, believing on God for things to come through. I'm going to talk about those things. I'm going to talk about the things that happened in addition to me getting this diagnosis, in addition to me going through this journey. I'm going to talk about the things that I went through in during this time, as well as being in school, and just everything that I can think of that I've gone through, that um, dealing with this in this season. And this was literally, I was diagnosed in July, which I'll get to how that came about and all that, and what was included in that. But it was this month in March that today is what, March 4th. Um, March, like the end of March, like 20 something, 23rd, 2026 or something, when, this ball started to roll and stuff like that. I got symptoms, and, it was just like a light switch just turned on, and it was just like, here we go. And I have found through all of this that God has been faithful. God has taken care of me in every aspect of this journey, every fiber of this issue, of this disorder, and even now, taking me through different things that I've gone through with treatment and stuff like that. So I'm going to get into all that. I'm going to talk to you about some things that I did that helped me towards the end. But right now, in this month and leading up to July, which is a really important time with this whole story, um, I'm going to lay the groundwork. I'm going to lay the groundwork right now about how this thing came about, what happened, you know, some of this stuff. I'm gonna keep it, definitely PG. I'm gonna, be as scientific and as medical as I can be when talking about things that having to do with women's health and stuff like that. I'm gonna keep it medical, but and keep it holy, of course, but it got really real. Like I can't tell you this story, this journey without telling you some of the nitty gritty things that went into it. So you know I hope that you will join me in this journey. I am so excited to share this, because as I was going through it, it was just like, oh my goodness, like, Lord, it was really a faith walk of um you know of it not being what I see. It's not based on what I see. Faith is not it's a substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. And that was literally this journey. That was my endometriosis journey. That was the last year of my life. And it was the hardest thing I've ever had to go through. It has been the hardest thing that I have had to deal with. Some additional things came up, some additional problems came up that I'll get to as well. And but to be able to look back on these things, to be able to say that was then and this is now, is a blessing. Is like it's such a blessing and such a privilege, and to be able to share my testimony about this is just so amazing. And to see, and I pray that my prayer with this series is that you would see, how God brought me through it, and how He brought me all the way to the end of it. And of course, I will get to this, eventually, but probably in the second video. But endometriosis is not typically something that goes away, like goes away in the sense that I'm gonna have it. But it can be monitored. It can be, it can be settled down and everything like that. But we'll get to that. So yeah, I just wanted to come on here and tell you that I am starting this series about endometriosis, about my journey, about some things that I've learned along the way. Some I'm gonna put in the description, some like as I share. I'm gonna try to insert some information, some additional information. If you know someone who has endometriosis, if you know someone um, who you suspect may have it, because it is one of those things where it's a rule out situation before it's a, oh, you have this type of thing. So um, and also just I want to talk about ways that I've seen that I'm most supported with this diagnosis and stuff like that, and like the things that I realized about myself, about others, about different things. And so that's pretty much it. And one thing before I go is this is the scripture out of all of the scriptures that I've prayed at, that I've read, that I've meditated on through this last year of my life. It has been Psalms 34:19. This is like, if you don't get anything else out of this series, out of this journey that I'm going to tell you about, get this. So Psalms 34:19, it says, "Many are the afflictions of the righteous, but the Lord delivers him out of them all." that that's it. And done. Like that is in a nutshell what I went through. That was so many things were thrown at me, so many issues, so many things came up, so many things where I was just like, I don't have anything left. And and it's in those times I've realized this is in those times where you are depleted, that you think that you're finished, that God shows you how much He is God, how much you can trust Him, how much you can trust Him at His word. You can trust Him to have you leading you, going behind you, going all around you, protecting you. It's the afflictions, and I think in the midst of this, I'm going to talk about suffering and stuff like that, because that was a lot of what this was, um, and what I've learned about that even. And I'm not gonna. It's not gonna be. It's not gonna become a endometriosis show type of thing. Like, I'm gonna include other videos that are not pertaining to this series on this channel through this thing. I'm thinking um, having this type of endometriosis centered uh, videos. I'm gonna have this like maybe once or twice a month, and then in kind of spread out the story, because it's a long story. Like, it's a very long story. It's a lot of pieces and parts to it, and a lot of things that I've learned. So I want to share that with you guys. But I'm going to also share other things that are not pertaining to this. So if you're looking for these videos, you're going to find them in, I don't know what I'm going to call it right now, but like Endo's story, or um, my endometriosis story, or it's going to be something endometriosis, so you can know exactly where to find this stuff. So it's going to be its own playlist. And if you just want to watch these, then have at it. If not, if you want to see my other videos of me singing, of me giving other encouragement videos, then definitely look at those. But this is a series that's going to be all its own, because it has everything to do with God, everything to do with faith, everything to do with the journey as a Christian, going through issues, going through trials, and what that will look like. So I hope that you will enjoy this. I pray that you would get something out of it, that you would get encouragement from it, and I also pray that the Lord be glorified. That is why I'm here. That is why I'm doing this in the first place. So that is all. And remember, let your light shine before men. God bless.